Hi guys, welcome back to my Brave XVS video. Now I'm gonna talk about the second Final Fantasy X banner. So this week we get legendary Guardian Auron. So he is basically a wind Sephiroth, but instead of normal breath shifting Neo Vision, he becomes super limit burst character. And that is good but also bad in certain way, okay? So first of all, what I like from Auron is sure you need to wait for let's say 3 to 5 turns to be able to use his super limit burst. But again, you don't need to worry about stacking the damage. For Tifa and Sephiroth, you need to use the Braska limit burst for multiple times so to reach the maximum damage. But for Auron, on the first time you use his super limit burst, it gonna deals 350 times wind physical damage. So yes, it is good. Okay, and on his limit burst, he has built-in killer, something that Tifa and Sephiroth doesn't have. So yes, when you fight against the right enemy type, Auron gonna be good. Okay, and for Auron, he only need 40 limit bursts to use his limit burst. So I can say that it's more affordable compared to Sephiroth, who needs 60 limit burst. Yes, I know you need to wait for 3 turns, but at least his normal limit burst is still powerful, deal 200 times wind damage. Okay, so it's not utterly useless, it is still good damage. Okay, so when you're waiting for your super limit burst to full, maybe you want to use normal limit burst in between. Okay, and another weakness he has is, like, you know that most premium finisher have self limit burst damage buff. Okay, for Tifa and Sephiroth, they get like 250% limit burst damage to themselves, but for this Auron, his self limit burst damage buff only 200%. So I can say maybe that's not good, especially if you don't have something like Roka to give 300% limit burst damage. Okay, so that's for the characters. For the Trust Master reward, I can say that wow, this Trust Master reward is surely amazing. Okay, 80% attack boost. So this is on Super Trust Master level, 80% attack boost, really amazing, not restricted to any weapon. And the best part is it increased as per bonus stats. Like, you know that we kind of easily max our attack through double hand at this point. So after you have maxed those stats, the only thing you can do to increase your stats further is by as per bonus stats, and this Trust Master reward gonna provide you with that. Okay, 50%, really amazing. And for the SDMR, it is also pretty decent. First, if I'm not mistaken, this is the highest attack boost accessory on the game. Okay, 80 attack. I really cannot remember if there is any higher than 80 attack right now, but for Final Fantasy X characters, it's gonna increase their attack further by 100. Okay, so this is useful for Auron or for your star player Tidus. So yes, very decent character, useful Trust Master, STMR, and perfect finisher. Okay, so that's for Auron. Now let's talk about the NVA, Jecht. So Jecht is kinda reject if you already have Tidus, because I think he is like poor man's Tidus. First, both characters also main water element, but Tidus is simply superior than this Jecht. First of all, like you can see that Jecht's STMR is one-handed greatsword. So it's already a big turn off for me, because you won't get big damage modifier, and because Jecht is true double hand character, so you need to search for other weapons than this STMR. Okay, this STMR is not bad. Okay, you can use it for other characters, but again, if you already have star player Tidus NVA, which you should have it, because you get him for free, then yes, there is really no reason to use Jecht, okay? Star player Tidus able to imbue himself with fire, water, wind, and his Imperil is also good. But Jecht, only water element. And after that, yes, Tidus is simply better because he can chain with Stardust Ray, and Bolting Strike. But for Jecht, Bolting Strike and Divine Ruination. Who still use Divine Ruination? Ah, yes, I remember the old Lucius from Halloween, but I never see anyone use him. Okay, so pretty meh in my opinion. Okay, just a forgettable character. Don't get me wrong. Okay, he's one of the best physical finisher, and for NVA level. Okay, because like it or not, his super limit burst damage is still one of the best on NVA level, 230 times, second from Tidus. Okay, so that's for Jecht. Now let's talk about the 7 stars unit. So Braska, I can say that he is kind of like budget Yuna if you don't have Yuna. Okay, remember that Yuna able to give evoke damage boost to other evokers. So when, let's say, the enemy strong against like element, you want to use your Terra, then you can pair Yuna to increase Terra evoke damage. But if you don't have Yuna, then Braska is the alternative because yes, Braska has exact same damage modifier boost for evo damage 30 times. So yes, you can use Braska for that battle. And Braska also able to break enemy attack, magic, defense, spirit. So he is not that utterly useless, especially on short battle because yes, okay, his that 30 times evoke damage boost is 10 turns cooldown move, and the duration only 3 turns. So yes, he is only good for short battle like Dark Vision. Okay, and I find he kinda lack abilities. Okay, only break and increase evoke, so not interesting character. Okay, and the Trust Mastery Word is kinda strange. It deals water magic damage 3 times to one enemy. Based on the Japan version, it deals like 150 times. So it's not bad, but the question is it chainable with something? If yes, maybe it's good, but for now, it's really not interesting. But the STMR itself is maybe one of the best weapon for Yuna because it is staff, which support Yuna ability to imperil enemy staff resistance. And like you can see, it gives good magic spirit and increase evo damage by 50%. So this is, I can say, this is probably the best weapon for Yuna, okay, from what I know, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so get his STMR, I mean, if you have Yuna, and get him if you don't have Yuna and want to support other evokers. So yes, that's all for the characters. Now the final question, should you summon? Really guys, it is really easy to decide whether to summon or not on this banner because first, you know that the character Auron is definitely good. So ask yourself, do you want to have different element Sephiroth? If yes, then yes, go ahead, pull Auron. This way you have Dark Sephiroth, Water Tifa, and finally Wind Auron. So yes, nothing to lose. Okay, they are perfectly good characters, which gonna help you on Dark Vision. But again, remember, if you are into Clash of Wheels, maybe you want to wait for global exclusive, not this one. Okay, and after all, like you can see that yes, it is premium character, but the price is really cheap if you compare it to previous Tifa and Sephiroth banner. Okay, 2,000 on the first step, 3,000. Yeah, basically you have better chance, I can say. Okay, with 12,000 you get guaranteed Neo Vision, and that could be Auron waiting for you. But again, he is SLB character. Okay, this is really his big weakness. Okay, So unless you have him on X plus 3, you need to wait for 5 turns. That's the biggest turn off. Okay, for Tifa and Sephiroth, they are not SLB. So yes, you need to stack damage, but after you finish stacking the damage, you can deal it anytime you want. Again, that's kind of irrelevant because you usually end the battle with 1 limit burst. Okay, but yeah, just decide by yourself. If you really want to have different element, then good. But again, you kind of want to make Auron into at least X plus 2, okay, to shorten the waiting time. And don't summon if you don't think you want to have different Sephiroth. Because sure, if you already have Sephiroth and Tifa, I really don't see any force to pull this one. Okay, if you want to pull using some tickets, that's good, okay, but I don't think you should go all out. Okay, so another reason not to summon is Jecht is not a good character like Titus. So really, I'm kind of lazy to spend on this banner. But yes, it's all up to you. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Braska XVS guide. Bye bye guys!